Quick, Leah, hurry up, they're already here. You're late. Hey guys, I'm Ben.
And I'm Leah.
You might know us, subscribers will definitely know us from our travel series called Asta Alaska. We've been living in this bus for quite a long time now, and we wanted to put together a few little tips in this van life series to help you guys that are just starting out or thinking about doing the van life, and you really should. You know, just to give you some tips on how you can actually make that possible. So today, what are we talking about, Leah?
We're talking about stealth camping today, which is not everyone's favourite thing to do when they are living the van life, but
it's necessary.
Necessary sometimes, and sometimes you have no choice. You're going to rock up to a place late and you're going to need to just lay your head down in a suburban area. So we're going to give you 10 tips on how to stealth camp.
Yeah, number one, I think probably the most important would be lights, right?
Yes.
Blackout.
Yes. The purpose of stealth camping is to make sure that nobody knows that you're in there, so you're not disturbing anyone and people don't think you're being creepy.
Well, you know, if you're lucky, you've got a panel van, because they are the best vehicles
for stealth camping.
Yeah, because they look like work vehicles. But we like windows. As you can see, we have a 360-degree view out of our lovely combi. So if you are like us and you also like daylight and you're not a vampire, then you will have curtains. If you're going to have curtains, you want to have magnets or some way to seal the curtain well so that no light is leaking out, because that not being discovered in your van is the best way to not get busted for being in your van.
So try to keep your lights to a minimum, and if you need, like, have another separate light like we do that just has like a really dim soft light.
Yeah, dimmers are really good. LED lights are obviously great for your power supply. Dimmers are really good for nighttime, and like Leah just said, we have a little love light which is not working right now, no love, which is red bulbs, which is really great for night because you can hardly see any light outside the van, but you can see plenty well inside the van. So lights and curtains, number one tip.
Yes. And noise as well, keep the noise down. Don't like blare Game of Thrones too loud, because people next to you can hear. We've done that a few times.
It's Game of Thrones, you've got to crank it.
I know. Number two, I don't know.
Number two on the list.
Number two is have a clear exit. When you're parking somewhere, make sure that if you're in trouble or something happens, that you have a clear exit to escape. Yeah,
a lot of people wouldn't think about that, but it is a really good idea. You know, if bears come attacking you in the night, or if you're parked in a dodgy area and you need to just get away, make sure that that your vehicle is facing the way that you want to get out. That's quite important, especially if you're going to be, you know, in other countries that may not be as secure, or if you're not sure about how safe the area is.
Good tip. Number three.
Keep your front seat secure. Secure? No.
No.
Keep your front seat clear, that's right. And that relates to number two. If you do have to jump into your front seat in the middle of the night and take off and get away from people, or just, you know, make yourself scarce. You don't want
to be moving stuff out of the front, like in a hurry, and make sure you know where your keys are too.
Yeah, we always hang them up in the same place every time so that we can get them and get out of there.
In an emergency.
Or a hurry, or any other kind of like thing like that. Yeah. Number three.
That was number three.
Oh, four. Number four.
Get out early. So you don't really want to be waking up in the morning when everyone's like walking to work and be sitting there brushing your teeth. So if you're parked somewhere, make sure you get out early to go to do your morning routine and business. You don't want to be like, you know, with the doors open and changing. And
other people would appreciate that. Yeah. It would just allow you to be in various locations longer. Number five, park in spaces where you are not noticed. This is probably one of the major points about stealth camping. If you're out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, that's the way round it goes. So don't park right in front of people's houses. If you don't have a choice and you're pulling into a little cul-de-sac or a neighbourhood just to get your head down for the night, try to park in between the two houses, and then you're less likely to get people calling the cops on you. Even better, park at the end of the street. Or completely away from any residents, if that's at all possible.
Yeah, if you can just blend into like your environment and just look like any other parked car, that will be the best.
And here's the thing that I hope that I don't have to point out to you guys, but don't leave any traces. Please don't leave any trash. Don't let the van life community get a bad reputation. Guys, I know you're going to pee, and most of you, even if you do have a toilet inside your vehicle, are going to want to pee on the nearest tree outside just because it's easier, right? And we're blokes, that's what we like to do. That's not really very nice for the people living in the houses that are peering out the curtains and thinking about calling the cops. So Consider, if you're in a residential area, using a little pot and peeing in that, and then just discreetly emptying it at the base of the tree rather than flashing your wanger for all the neighbours to see. All right? That will make it better for all of us.
Number 7. 7? 6. Number 6, don't park in the same place again and again.
That's a really good tip too. Yeah. Especially if you're going to be in one area for a long period of time, it's a really good idea to find a few different places that you like to camp. It's good for you because you get to have a different view out of your window all the time, which is one of the best things about van life. And it's good for the people in the neighbourhood too, right? Yep. Mix it up, everyone will be happier, and you will be much less likely to be having that dreaded knock from the coppers in the middle of the night.
Not nice.
That sucks.
Oh. Number 7 is park somewhere safe, which is pretty obvious, but especially if you're in areas where you're not very familiar with it.
That's the thing about van life though, right? You're always moving around. Like, you never really know when you get to a neighbourhood if it is safe, or you know, if like you're in your vehicle, you're on the streets in the middle of the night. Like, you are not as secure as you would be if you were living in an apartment behind a proper door. So like, that's a worry for a lot of people, and I think Leah just made a really good point. Parking somewhere safe.
We're actually going to do another video about safety too further on. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yes.
Safety in van life.
You need that in your life. Number 8.
I don't know. Number 8 is be aware of what is around you. So don't park in front of people's driveways and block entrances. And
you wouldn't do that, would you?
No, but sometimes you just don't know. You know, you're rocking up to a place late and you don't really see. You're just so tired and you just want to like park up and sleep. So just be aware of what's around you, with the signs. Everything.
And turning space for other vehicles too. Like, not everybody is as nimble as a little combi. Like, I parked at the end of a really quiet street. There was no houses or anything, and it was like a turnaround. Nobody there. Arrived late at night. Somebody turned up about an hour after me and bumped into me whilst I was sleeping in the car. Wasn't very happy.
Yeah. So be aware.
Number 9.
Number 9 is park somewhere flat.
Yes.
It seems pretty obvious, but again, like when you're rocking up at a place late and you're tired and you just want to get to sleep, and it's really annoying when you're like done all your bed and you're sleeping and lying down and your feet are above your head.
There are various things you can do to be able to jack your car up in a certain way, or like put your car up on blocks. You'll want to do this if you have a fridge as well. It's important to keep your vehicle level. You guys already know that probably, but Leah's right, it's not good. You don't really want to be like turning up in a neighbourhood in the middle of the night and getting out of jack and jacking up your vehicle and making it really obvious that you're moving in for the month. Yeah. Having like a way inside the van where you could like perhaps prop your bed up a little bit better is a useful little tip. We do that. We prop up our bed with various things underneath to change the height of it. So we don't have a fridge. That isn't so important to us.
You don't want to be like rolling next to the
partner. I don't mind a bit of that, baby. Come on.
It's really annoying.
Got to stay warm in the van. Nice central heating.
So park somewhere flat. Number 10.
Number 10. Let me think. I've got to think of 10. 10?
Prepare where you're going to sleep early.
Yes.
If you can.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't, but if you can, make sure you like scout the place before.
We always, when we're traveling and arriving in a new place, as soon as it starts getting dark, we start looking out for places like pull-offs to go and investigate and see if it's a good place to park. You really don't want to be trying to find your stealth camping spot in the dark, because you could end up driving down somebody's driveway with your headlights blaring. That's not nice for them, it's not nice for you. It makes it much more stressful, much more difficult. So be sure to find your stealth camping spot before it gets dark.
But in saying that, you don't want to go there too early and set up camp too early, because you don't want to be spending a lot more time there than you have to, because that just makes it obvious too that you're there to camp out.
Yes. We kind of made it sound like van life's crap, but I think you guys already know, especially the ones that are following our series, that van life is awesome. If van life is something you're considering, or you're just getting into it, you may be interested in our ebook. We've put together a bazillion pages, roughly, give or take a few, of really good information and inspiration and education. So go and check that out. The link is, I think it's over here. Oh, it's in this cupboard. Go click on it. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Combi Life if you want more of the same and lots more adventures from the road. Until next time,
happy travel!